Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your Virgo Mid March 2020 general read. So for those of you who are subscribed to my channel, welcome back. I truly appreciate all your likes, your shares, and subscribes, as well as your comments. And for those of you who are new to my channel, do stick around for a brief little intro before we get started. So I am an intuitive reader. My messages are timeless and they're not date specific. So please have a look at the title of the video to see if it resonates with you. If it does, chances are there's some messages found there. Okay, also keep in mind that some months your moon, your rising Venus and Jupiter placements may resonate better for you than just your sun sign. So please have a look at those videos as well. Also, so Virgo, have a look at your 7th house. Okay, so that would be Pisces. Same goes for you, cross watchers. Do have a look at the Pisces videos and see if that resonates. There may also be some messages found there within those videos, okay? So before we get into the reading, I do a pre-meditation shuffle off camera that I kind of want to go over with you guys. So the first card to come out for you for mid-March, Virgo, was the Two of, I believe it was the Two of Wands in the reverse, okay? Believe it or not, actually all the cards that were coming out were all reversals, I believe. So at this time, I'm kind of sensing that it's almost like, and again, this could be, and I really do feel like this is something that you've been kind of dealing with for a little while, or at least the last few readings even. Still, I kind of feel like we're kind of going at the same issues from last time. So for some of you, I feel like we're giving up on something. Right? I feel like we're kind of giving up on something here. For some of you, I almost feel like this is, again, because it is one, so it's something that you feel passionate about. It could be a relationship. But there is something here that you're kind of, and maybe a decision that you had to make. And maybe this is also, it could be regarding, for some of you, I know you've been working on some side projects, whether it's your own business. It's like this fear. You've got a fear, and it's not helping. It's definitely not helping you push forward. And I feel like because of whatever it is that's holding you back, you're unable to kind of move forward with this, okay? Whether it's, again, like I said, a relationship or whatever it is that you're feeling passionate about. And again, it could vary depending on, yeah, the situation or the person, right? You all could very well have different passions, right? We're all different. So we all kind of, even though there's some similarities, I do sense that we all kind of have different things going on right now. So for some of you, it could be, there could be a jewelry business that you're kind of trying to, but you're, again, given that what's going on in the world right now, I think some people have kind of put that on the back burner and kind of dealing with everyday mundane life at the moment. Okay, so the second card to come out for you was the Nine of Wands reversed. Okay, so I'm kind of sensing that there's something that you are kind of being stubborn about. And again, this could be you, Virgo, or someone that you're connecting with. But someone is being stubborn or very rigid and refusing to compromise or give in to a situation, okay? I also kind of get the sense that there is someone that, again, either you or someone you're connecting with who may be extremely tired. Like, I'm just seeing, like, chronic fatigue is what I'm hearing. Yeah. So, maybe you're overworked. Maybe you're taking on a lot of work within your own career. Or again, this could be someone that you're connecting with. Maybe they're taking on more hours at work, some overtime, whatever it is. Okay? So the third card to come out was the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay? I kind of, again, this could be you or this could be the other person's energy. I feel like someone may be kind of acting like they've got like an inferiority complex. Maybe they think, and again, this could be in regards to a relationship, or this could be even in the workplace. I'm kind of even sensing someone's being almost like a bully. And again, this could be you, right? Doesn't have to be this other person. Maybe you don't even realize that you're acting this way. Maybe you're so overworked and you got your own things going on and you're feeling a little overwhelmed because you really want to. I just kind of feel like you've got a lot on your plate right now, Virgo. There's a lot happening for you. Again, I'm not surprised, given for some people, especially if you work in retail or like, I kind of sense that you're going to be a little overworked or stressed, especially given the condition of the world at the moment, right? You may be taking on a lot, okay? Anyways, so that was the pre-shuffle, okay? So I'm just going to take off my sweater, getting a little warm. And, okay, so I'm going to start with the Light Vision Tarot for you. Okay, I have pre-shuffled my cards, but I will shuffle on camera for a bit. Okay, Divine Mother, Divine Father, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors, Universe, please allow me to connect with the collective of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for mid-March 2020. Please allow messages to come in clearly and for the greater good of the collective of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, mid-March 2020. I'm hearing November. I don't know if that means anything, if it's last November or this coming November, but something about November. Maybe something happened in November, or we're waiting, be gone till November, or whatever that means. Why Clef? Anything gone till November popped up in my head. Who knows? Ooh, and the Four of Chalices in the reverse popped up. So someone's getting their mojo back here. Right? Maybe someone's relationship could have been in a rut for a bit there. Maybe things are starting to work out for you. Again, this could be you or the person you're connecting with. All right, let's see. Okay, so we're going to start with the top of the deck. First card is the Strongest Energy. This is what you could be currently going through or in your recent past. And by recent past, the last 3 days to 3 weeks, a month, whatever, right? Recent. So we got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so you could be connecting with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Maybe you have this energy in your, you have this in your chart, possibly. It could be your energy as well. Right, you could be connecting. This tends to be, could be a mature female, so maybe it's a mother figure for you, or again, someone at work, even a coworker, somebody older that you work with. All right, but this generally is a person who is not so nice, okay, a little bit more stern and cold. They can be a bit unforgiving and sometimes pessimistic at times. And again, this could very well be you, right? Virgos, I feel like in our shadow side, we're very, we can be like that, right? We're always like worst case scenario type people. For some of you, you could be connecting with someone who may be disloyal. Or keeping some secrets here is kind of what I'm sensing. Someone's, yeah, I'm just noticing like she is literally has this almost like a sheet or some sort of like towel or cloth wrapped around this goose's beak, keeping its mouth shut. So and again, could be you that's trying to keep someone from spilling the beans, or maybe someone is doing that or making you feel that way. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay. Any other messages here for Virgo? Three of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like we're kind of letting go of some heartache, okay? Or loss. I almost feel like it's in the past position, so this is still heartache or loss from your past even, that we're still dealing with. Okay, not surprised. We're still kind of in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. I mean, Mercury is your ruling planet, Virgo, so I'm not surprised that we're still kind of dealing with emotions from the past. But again, we're overcoming this, right? Yeah, so we're overcoming grief. We're feeling a bit optimistic now, okay? We've gone from being pessimistic here with this Queen of Swords to now moving forward and releasing all that and letting go and feeling a bit more optimistic about your future, okay? Any other messages? Wow, we've got a lot of swords here, okay? So definitely connecting with an air sign possibly, or you've got that in your own chart. But we've got the Six of Swords. Okay, Six of Swords has to do, for some of you, maybe you are transitioning. I'm just noticing those butterflies there, right? So it's like transition or transforming, evolving. And it's all air energy, right? So these are like ideas or thoughts. For some of you, you could be moving, or there's a distance here. I'm just like with that bridge there, there's distance that you may have to cross. And again, this could be you or someone you're connecting with maybe going through this, but I honestly feel like it could be you for some of you. Yeah, for some of you, this is something that I always feel like it's connected to this Three of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like as you are releasing the past hurt, you are moving on, moving forward. Okay, to normally it's like you'll see in like the regular Rider-Waite, it's talk about moving into calmer waters. Well, in this case, we don't really have water. I feel more this is definitely way more air energy with the clouds there. And even the way those trees are kind of literally, it's almost like the wind is blowing them that way. So it's like you're moving forward. And again, this could be because of new ideas. Okay. Any other messages for Virgo for mid? Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. So I feel like there's still something here. Either this is you or someone you're connecting with, but it is earth energy, so it could possibly be you. But someone here definitely is suppressing their spiritual side. Okay? They may be ignoring their inner wisdom, right? Whatever. Consider this is the first non-air card, no swords here. Yeah. I feel like at this time you could be really, really focused on money even, Virgo, that you're not seeing the bigger picture, okay? Like, example, at this time, there's a lot going on in the world. Money might not be the most important thing right now. It could be your health, right? Your mental state. And you may just be focused too much on making money and maybe potentially putting yourself at risk or others at risk, right? It's just the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse just reminds you to kind of refocus, right? To kind of get back into balance even. Take the time to take care of you. All right. Any other messages for Virgo for mid-March? Ooh, another sword. Jeez. Ooh, okay. 2 cards. That's a lot. I normally don't go through that many, but here we are. All right, so the 2 cards to come out together. So we have another sword, and then your card, the Hermit. So we have the Page of Swords in the reverse. Okay. And the Hermit card. So I kind of sense that there's whatever it is that's going on with you, I feel like you're not really talking. You're keeping to yourself, and I'm not surprised. We got the Hermit here. So we're going within, we're looking for some answers here. But with this Page of Swords, again, I want to say this is you. This could be this other person. There may be a lack of communication here between you and this individual. Maybe both of you are in hermit mode. Okay? But there is something being kept here. Right? Maybe someone's not communicating the way... Right? Again, Mercury is still in its shadow period during retrograde here. So retrograde is done, but we still got that shadow side. So communication is still going to be a little bit mucky here with you, Virgo, especially given that Mercury is your ruling planet. It's also, from what I understand, in Pisces. So there's a lot of emotion happening here, whereas you're not a fan of that, Virgo. You're more very logical, and it's not you're not in your element right now is what I'm sensing. So you're kind of retreating a bit. You may be keeping things to yourself, right? And not telling people. Yeah, so your communication skills are a bit iffy, like, yeah, right now. Or again, this could be vice versa. So take it how it resonates with you, okay? Again, you may not even realize that you're doing this. It could just be that you're so focused on your own life or whatever's going on with you that you're not even realizing that you are kind of pushing people away or not communicating or being open and honest with other people, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Star in the reverse. Okay, so I'm just saying, I've been saying there's a lot of swords here. So you could be connecting with an Aquarius, okay? Given that the Star is here, right? It is reversed. Again, this could be your energy as well. It doesn't have to be the other person, right? It doesn't have to be an air sign that you're connecting with. But I just feel like right now we're very much, Virgo, you're in your thoughts, your own thoughts. You're lost in your thoughts even, okay? And because you're lost in those thoughts, you're feeling a bit hopeless here with this Star, right? Your overall message here for mid-March is that you've been thinking, this is a lot of thinking about your past, right? We've got this Three of Swords in the reverse. So even though we're releasing that and trying to move on from it, that is what's kind of holding you back from moving forward in a way. Okay, so it's like you take one step forward, but then it's like you're taking 3 steps back. It's like you're doing the cha-cha this month, right? Or this mid-month, I should say. Things aren't hopeless, Virgo. It's just your thoughts, right? So let's try to be a little bit more optimistic about things rather than just, you know, focusing on the bad, right? I know right now things are a little crazy out there in the world, but let's try and focus on the positive, right? And what we can do. All right, so I'm going to use the Steampunk Tarot to clarify. Let's move. All right. Let's look at this. A Three of Swords in the reverse. Ooh. Some clarification on the Three of Swords in the reverse. For Virgo for mid-March 2020, please. What's going on with this Three of Swords in the reverse? Ooh. Way too many cards. I was hoping this would be a short reading, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. Clarification on the three. There we go. Six of Wands in the reverse. Okay, you could be getting some bad news. Okay, Six of Wands in the reverse. So you could be receiving some bad news. I kind of sense that there could be, for some of you, maybe, again, I know there's been a lot happening in the world, right? So we're being asked to kind of social distance. So I kind of sense that that may be an issue for you, mid-March, Virgo. Right? I'm still sensing, though, there's disloyalty happening here. Maybe that's something that you're letting go of. This hurt has, yeah, maybe that's what it has to do with, right? Maybe either you were in a relationship or there was a past relationship that really hurt you. You felt like, I think it definitely hurt your confidence, right? This person could have possibly cheated on you. Maybe maybe they were involved with someone else and they kind of lied about it. Whatever your situation. Okay, that's kind of what I'm sensing here. Could have been just even broken promises. So the Six of Swords for Virgo. Okay, we have the Devil. Could be connecting with Capricorn here. Capricorn energy. But I feel like maybe this transition or moving on. Three of Swords can also indicate a third party situation. So for some of you, maybe there is an attachment to someone, and this could be someone from your past. It may not be all that healthy with this Devil card. If it's not someone from your past, then it could be somebody that you're currently with. Maybe there's this unhealthy attachment to this person. For others of you, the Devil can also indicate addictions. Again, it's codependency, whether it's in relationships or with addiction, even greed, right? Money can be on your mind. We did see it here with this Eight of Pentacles, right? Not focusing on our own, spiritual needs or health, and just focusing on the money right now. Okay, so this could very well just be that. Maybe you're just thinking about, just focused on making money. So this Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Four of Wands. Well, the reason why you're focused on money here, I kind of sense too, someone is, again, we're working. There's a lot of work. Like normally this card, a Four of Wands, talks about even building like a foundation, celebrating with friends and family, homecomings. It could be a wedding of sorts, right? Preparing for that. However, I'm kind of just getting work. Like somebody maybe works at a store, grocery store. I'm just noticing the basket of fruits there. But I also see someone here consulting a tarot card. So maybe that's something that you're doing as well. I kind of sense that maybe you're taking on a lot, like I said earlier, right? So maybe you're taking on a full-time job, plus you have a side job, right? Then there's the home, your family, your friends. Okay, we're dealing with a lot here. Some clarification on the Page of Swords. All right, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse here. Yeah. Eight of Swords in the reverse. So I think we're getting out of that feeling stuck. So whatever it is that wasn't being said or that you're keeping to yourself, it could be even directed, again, this could be your own thoughts, right? Like it may not even have anything to do with this other individual. And I feel like you're trying to get out of it. You're trying to escape from those thoughts. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to find solutions as well to deal with your anxiety or your stress. Okay, for some of you Virgos, that's huge, right? We're always worried, always worrying, and I feel like it stresses us out. We're constantly stressed. Maybe money is an issue for you. Things are tight, and you've been really stuck in your own thoughts. But I feel like you're starting to see that you need to get out of that mental trap. Okay, you need to face those fears. Okay, let's look at this Hermit, right? And again, it could come from going within, right? So we got the Six of Pentacles in regards to this Hermit. So after you've kind of had that moment to really think clearly and figure things out, you realize that with the Six of Pentacles that, you know, you're not alone. Maybe you've got this partner and you've been trying to figure things out on your own, but in actuality, it's like there could be other, you know, maybe you have children that depend on you, and that's why you kind of felt the need to just, you know, take on so much. But in actuality, it's like you may have a partner, and, you know, what do you need to do in a partnership? It's that equal give and take, right? Maybe you, but here with this card, it's almost like I said, it's like this one person, and if you look down here, these look like children. One of them has their hands open with nothing, and the other one literally has their wallet out. So maybe that's the situation that you find yourself in. Maybe one of you makes more money than the other, so you feel like you need to bust your ass to be able to contribute. Whereas the other person maybe doesn't have to do as much. And it's like, you kind of feel like maybe somebody should be picking up the slack even at home. Right? But if you look, there's scales, right? But they're balanced. Like if you look, you've got money, but then there's books there. The books can symbolize knowledge. Maybe that's something you're coming to realize, that you need skill set in order to make that money. So you could be thinking about maybe going back to school at some point. For others of you, it doesn't have to necessarily be school. It could just, right? Maybe you're just learning about things on your own, right? Okay, let's look at the Star in the reverse. Can I get some clarification on the Star? This hopelessness has to do with the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords talks about betrayal, dishonesty, right? For some of you, maybe you thought about, right, we've got this Devil energy here. Maybe some of you have been sneaking around, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be you. It could be the other person that you're connecting with, but somebody's been sneaking around, whether it's having an affair or, right, this could be if it's in the workplace. Maybe there's theft happening right now. Given the state of what's going on in the world, you know, that could very well be happening. Someone's running away from a situation. Maybe you're not dealing, again, swords has to do with reason and thoughts, right? So maybe you're, instead of, you're just feeling hopeless, like there's no winning here, so you're just running away. You're just not dealing with the situation, right? Some clarification. Oh, some clarification on the Queen of Swords in the reverse, please. Eight of Cups. So, Eight of Cups is about withdrawing and retreating, moving on from a situation. Like she's moving forward, she's leaving those cups behind, but she is looking back in a way, like maybe not turning her body, but she is, like, if you look, right, this person, I don't even know if it can focus, but she's definitely looking back at something. Someone, could have been a time, maybe you're, could also, somebody may also be traveling. Maybe you travel for work. Maybe you're on the road. But I feel like you've been this is something like there's definitely someone here that you want to move towards, but you're having some trouble. Like it's almost like there's obstacles is what I'm sensing. Obstacles. But again, it's like either you or this other person or even both of you are very focused on money right now, feeling exhausted because you're taking on a lot. Okay, isolating yourselves. Again, social distancing is happening here too, right? All around the world. So I'm seeing that here. Okay, I have some love advice for Virgo for mid-March. Do you have any love advice? Love advice for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter for mid-March 2020. Do you have any love advice for Virgo? No love advice, Virgo. You've been focused on other things right now, this whoop. All right, we've got one. Anything else? Let's see. Any other love advice for Virgo for mid-March? Not surprised about that one. Love advice. Ooh. All right, so first card to come out was let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Not surprised this card came out, given, you know, we are control freaks, right? We like to have control of what's going on around us, our relationships, at work, right? We tend to be Virgos. We tend to be a little bit of perfectionists, right? So I think, again, Spirit's telling you, let go, release it. Whether it's those emotions from your past, right? The hurt, release it. Whatever's going on in the world. You can't change what's happening. You can only respond there's only things that you can do. You can only change your own reaction to things. You can't change the decisions other people make. Okay, so don't focus too much on things that you can't change. Right? The second card to come out was flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Okay, I know, again, you've been focused so much on work, or that you will be focused on work, taking on a lot. Or again, this could be the other person, but there's going to be a bit of this. Like, don't forget, like, to have a little bit of fun. Right? Doesn't mean you have to go out, but have a little bit of fun, right? All right, so I'm going to use my Dream of Gaia tarot cards. See if there are any other messages for you, Virgo. Let's see. Any other messages for Virgo? Oop. All right, so any other messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter for mid-March. All right. Okay, so your first card. All right, so before we get into it, when I use this deck, this is just directed at whomever is watching. So if that's you, Virgo, it's regarding you, or cross-watcher. Okay, this is not going to be this other person. Okay, so the first card, which is also in the past position, is love. Okay, so I almost feel like this is a past love. Past love has reappeared, not surprised. Mercury retrograde just happened here. Okay, so that tends to bring people from your past, right? I kind of, again, we do have this 3 of Swords in the reverse here as well. So I do sense that that's what's happening here. This is a love, I almost feel like it's a divine connection with that angel there, okay? This is something that, with those butterflies, it's like love has like transformed you in a way. With the moon there, I almost feel like maybe for some of you this is a secret love affair, right? We did see the 7 of Swords here. Okay, so someone could be having a secret love affair. It may not even be physical yet. For some of you, this is just, you're just talking. There's a lot of sword energy, so I think it's a lot of thoughts versus actual action here. But there is, like, if you look, there's water, right? There's a lot of emotion here from your past. There's a lot of, this is deep love. Unconditional love for some of you. Okay. Presently, we have the 11 of air, which is body and mind. Okay, so in this deck, 11s have to do with balance. So at this time, presently, I feel like that's kind of what we're seeing here. We are seeing a lot of air energy, right? And I feel like either you are balancing your mind, your thoughts, the reason with your body. And body for me could be anything from even health, right? Like you're thinking about, like you're taking care of yourself physically. Right? And I feel like there's a lot of heart chakra that I'm noticing, right? We've got the heart chakra lit up there. And then we also have, if you look, his heart chakra is lit up there. So I feel like we're receiving even messages from, you're receiving messages from your spirit guides. Is kind of what I'm sensing. But I even feel like in regards to your own thoughts, like I'm just looking at those masks, right? Like one is happy, one is happy, one is sad. But it's a balance. It's knowing that you're not always going to be happy and you're not always going to be sad, but meh, right? Like you need a balance of both. It's the same with the light and the dark. No one is just good and no one is just bad, right? You need that union, right? And I feel like Virgo, you're very much aware of that you're loving yourself, okay? I think that's what it's speaking about, is that you're actually loving yourself. And that's the first step, right? That could be that transition that's happening here with the 6 of Swords, as you're learning to love yourself, right? Releasing any hurt from your past. Okay, moving forward, we have the last card in the future position is choice. Okay, so I feel like there is a choice, there is something, and again, it could have been on your mind, could be stressing you out. There's a lot of thinking here. We're going within, we're really focused on our thoughts, and it could be because there's a choice that you're going to have to make shortly, or in the future, in the near future even, okay? If you look, there's 3 doors, 3 faces, okay? 3 faces, if you look. So there's one face here, one is here, and then the other one is there. Okay, and this card in particular, it's almost like the Magician, where there's an element, each element is present, right? So we have the sword for air, right? There's that torch there for fire. Like if you look, there's the water, right? This choice here is something definitely difficult, a difficult choice that needs to be made. So the three choices, right? And then we have, obviously, with the apple there, earth. So there's also that element of the serpent, which could be temptation, right? With that apple, definitely is what I'm seeing here. So there could be a choice here that you're having to make, and there could be various outcomes depending on your scenario, right? There's the logical choice, there's an emotional choice, right? Something that... And then there's it all depends. You could be tempted to make a specific choice, right? Maybe you're choosing based on your emotions. You could be really logically thinking about something, or you could be tempted to make a choice. There's also the not making a choice is a choice. Letting the universe or letting someone else decide for you. Okay, that can also be a choice. Right, but whatever outcome you take, it's not going to be an easy one. All right, even with those three doors, there's, like if you look above the door, there are three eyes there. One is closed. One is open right under the water there. So, and then there's one that's halfway open and closed. Right, so just keep in mind, so sometimes there's the yes, there's the no, and then there's the I'm not making a choice, someone's going to make it for you, right? And sometimes when someone makes the choice, you know, decides for you, it's not always the best outcome, right? So do keep that in mind. Not making a choice is a choice at the end of the day. All right, so Virgo, that has been your mid-March 2020 general read. If you've liked my video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it around and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're notified the next time I upload a video, okay? Again, have a look at your moon, your rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs as well. And also look at your 7th house. So that would be Pisces. Have a look at their readings and see if the title resonates, okay? Because if it does, chances are there's some other messages found there within that reading as well, okay? So I believe the next month, I will be doing the monthlies for April, and again, I will be incorporating the runes to kind of tie everything in together and anchor all the messages into one basic message, okay? Kind of loving the way the runes kind of work out. But yeah, so again, have a wonderful day and many blessings.